This is Junior Roberts from realjuniorroberts.com. In this video, we'll be looking at an application of a voltage divider, so stay tuned. Okay, so a voltage divider is a circuit network which allows us to get different voltage references from a single supply voltage. Now, I've actually done an earlier video talking about voltage dividers. I will list it in the description below for you to check it out. Okay, so here I have a circuit with a couple of components here. I have 3 resistors, a transistor, and an LED, which is a light emitting diode, and also have some jumper wires to make electrical connections between those components. Now, this type of resistor is a special type of resistor. It's actually a variable resistor, and how it works is that the resistance of this resistor will fluctuate depending on the amount of light hitting the surface here. So if I'm to pull out my multimeter here, I should be able to measure the resistance of this resistor. So let's go over to the resistor scale and turn the multimeter on, and let's just connect it up here. Let's just give this a connection here. So as you can see, we're measuring about 2.7 kilo ohms, depending on the light that's actually reaching the surface of this resistor here. So if I were to actually cover this resistor, you can see that the resistance gradually increases, and all I'm doing is just covering the light that is reaching the surface here. And if I completely block the light like this, you can see that the resistance shoots up to as high as 44 kilo ohms. So this is, as I said, is a light dependent resistor. So let's place it back in the circuit, and then we should be able to continue. Okay, so this is my circuit here, and I'm going to be using a 5 volt DC supply. A 5 volts DC supply. This actually ranges from 0 to 12 volts, but I'll be using it as a 5 volt supply. So let's check the voltage here, and again we're going to use the multimeter on the voltage setting. So connecting up this, see we're getting 5.3 volts, which is pretty close to 5 volts. So we can use these 2 alligator clips to connect up to the circuit. So alright, and I have my circuit constructed. Now, how this circuit works is that whenever there is limited light or total darkness, this LED here should glow. So if I'm to go like this, we see that the LED starts to glow. So if I wave my hand over this, the LED starts to glow. So let's put this to the side like that, and as I wave my hand here, the LED starts to glow. Right, and so this would be a simple version of the common street light, which automatically turns on once there is sundown. Now let's go over to our computer simulation for you to see the circuit better. Okay, so this is the schematic diagram of the circuit that we've just looked at on the breadboard. So as you can see, here is the voltage divider set up between R1 and R3, right? And the transistor is connected between the voltage divider. Actually, the base of the transistor is connected across R3, right? So how the circuit works is that as the resistance of R3 increases, as in the case of covering the light dependent resistor, as the resistance increases, the voltage at this point increases, and once the voltage increases to a certain point, it actually turns on this LED here. This LED here is turned on. So let's increase the resistance of R3 from 0%. So increasing the resistance, we see at a certain point this LED turns on, and that is at approximately 70% of 6 kilo ohms. So in the case of the example on the breadboard, we saw that the darker the light dependent resistor gets, the more current flows here and the brighter the LED gets. So this is an example of an application of a voltage divider. If there was anything in this video that you wish to get further clarification on, please feel free to post them in the comments below or send me an email to junior@realjuniorroberts.com.